Okay, so if you just look at the back of the boat over there, you'll see the rudder. Okay. Left goes left, right goes right. Okay. We've done awareness. Now we're going to move on to B. The B in ABC is for balance. There are 3 ways that you maintain balance in your surf ski. 3 things or 3 methods that you use for balance. Your eyes, your body, and your paddle. Eyes, body, paddle. Now those 3 things work together so you can stay balanced in your surf ski. You put your paddle on your head. What you want is your elbows to be at 90 degrees or a little bit in, okay? Basically between 75 degrees and 90 degrees. That's the optimum place to hold your hands, okay? You want to make sure that it's equal distances away from the blades, okay? So you don't want to be lopsided, okay? You don't want to be lopsided, you want to make sure you're nice and symmetrical, okay? Equal distances away from the blade, elbows at 90 degrees. Okay, that's the right place to hold the paddle. All in front of you, you want to put the whole blade in the water right next to your feet. Now the second thing that you need to know about your stroke is that it's not just in your arms, okay? It's a whole body movement. A nice tip that I give people when it comes to taking a correct stroke or when you're learning how to paddle is I say to people, take high arms and straight arms. Stomach, arms, body paddle. Jeepers, you're good! Some people just get it first time. That's exactly the point. You need to pick the wave. So when you're out past back line, you need to say, okay, this is the wave that I'm going to catch. I'm going to try and catch this wave, and you pick the wave. Now I tell people at this point, when you are learning or you're starting to catch waves in your surf ski, it's always better to rather start a little bit too deep than too shallow. Okay, if you're too shallow and you take the wave late and you do a late takeoff, it's going to be really, really steep. You're not going to be able to have enough speed in your ski. You're going to know. Okay, you can make it out through the waves, you can catch a wave, now you want to start paddling offshore. The biggest thrill in paddling a surf ski is going downwind. And when you're going downwind, you're catching swells, or runs as we call them, you're catching runs. Now catching a run, it's very, very similar to catching a wave. But obviously the runs, they're sort of feathering or crumbling at the top, but they're not breaking as hard as a wave will be. So when you're offshore and you're catching runs on your surf ski, you can go for kilometers and kilometers and miles, and you can surf literally 50, 60 waves depending on the length of the run. But now catching runs, there is a bit of skill involved. You'll sort of melt into the one in front of it, and now you go again. Point towards the right or the left, and angle into the next run. The ultimate skill when it comes to catching runs is being able to connect one run to the next run. You don't want to have a stop-start scenario. You want to be able to catch from one swell to the next swell, to the next swell, to the next swell, non-stop. So being able to connect the runs, that's the ultimate skill in downwind paddling.